Everything today was made with my latest pack, Advanced Engineering Part 1. In today's video, I challenged myself to remix 2 songs into one BROSTEP banger in just 10 days. You're gonna see the full process start to finish, and yeah, I was struggling. So we are in the project file. I wanted to remix the song from Bugs Parade, and I have the AI separated vocal here. And constantly. I actually want to connect the 2 songs together. This is the main beat idea. I'm actually using their 808 and AI separated drums, which is the first thing I gotta redo. Interesting thing I did here is creating like the fan effect, you know? So I told this envelope follower to follow this subline. And when the subline is hitting, it increases the amount on this autopan, which is set on a really high rate, like 164. The fan effect. So it sounds more crunchy without distortion. Yeah, so the main idea is that we have this Tiffany vocal, here the sweet part. We are gonna change it, you know, and in this part we can double it and give it to the next person. And there will be this parade vocal. So now I have to recreate the drums. Let's recreate the 808 so it's more clean. Okay. I think I want more aggressive flare. Yes. Let's EQ these together so it fits more into the mix. We gotta EQ the mids so the vocal can cut through. Now here comes the bass part. Maybe we can switch it up a bit with a different preset. I have one in mind, which is actually from my upcoming Serum 2 preset pack and sample pack Advanced Engineering. Simple but effective. You know, which is just simple but effective. Okay, so we have the intro. Okay, so that was the day 1. You know the main basic idea behind the drop, and I think we can speed up a bit more cause it will be like boring video if we don't do that. So I created build up and created some pre-drop, but the drop was not like this. Yeah, and we gotta fix it. Yo, okay, after many failed attempts. Oh. This is the drop I came up with. And here is a variation. And here is the last variation. I think I will start with the drums here. Almost every sound here is from my pack. So here is the kick, snare. Interesting thing about this snare is that it's just snare, transient, with clap body. So it creates a... I have here a layer, which is frequency shifting up throughout the drop. To create more tension, cause I wanted to create like big tension in the drop because everything is like rising. So here is a Serum 2 patch, which is going on every snare hit, which is pitching up to again create more tension. Here I have some heads and some filler loops. And another important thing here are these hype loops from BROSTEP Starter Kit. Creates again more tension. Here is a layer of a bass which is hitting on every snare. Again, just I took bass from the pack, so grab it too. Let's go to the interesting part, which are the main basses. Let's look into the growl. Like you can see, it's only Serum 2 with some EQ correction to fit into the mix. Inside the patch, you may be surprised that there is no monster wave table. It's only sine waves, which are FM'd together. If you want to know how to make growls like this, you can watch my growl tutorial or just grab the pack. Yeah, because it's really complex and I can't fit it in this video. FM'd sine waves, which go through a lot of post-processing like EQ, downsample, diffusers, phasers, compression, again, more EQs and stuff. If you want this preset, you can grab it on my Patreon. And here is the main patch of the drop. It's like tear out gun bass or something like it. So let's look into the patch. It's my preset with a different sample in spectral oscillator here. If you select different sample, it will sound differently. You know, this is sick too. So the gun effect is created by these LFOs, which has this shape. Here the second LFO is for the sub layer, and yes, the LFO 3 is for the oomph of sub bass, so it's on chorus pitch. It all goes to the mix, which has only like compression and distortion. Okay, one pro tip from this preset is that you can send the sub bass to bus 1, go to the mix and set the bus 1 to go direct out, and you have like separate sub bass. So your more sub bass is more clean and isn't messy. I'm like lazy 90% of times, but in this preset I wasn't, so I use it. Now we can look into the main woo sound. It's the same preset with a different in the spectral sampler. This is sick too. With more of my fat tracks, more frequency shifting, chroma, you know, to pitch correct it after the frequency shifter, and reverb. Here I am cutting out the matte. Okay, so you now know how I made the drop. So let's look into the more nerdy side of things and look into the mastering now, cause I did something really unexpected, so stay tuned. The secret is that I'm using Ozone, but I'm not using Ozone Maximizer. I'm using the Clarity module, Exciter, EQ, EQ and Stabilizer. Let's go one by one. So the Clarity module, I don't really know what it does. You know, I'm gonna be super transparent, but it sounds better. The mix is more clear in the highs. So, another module is Exciter. I learned this trick from Nasco on some his live stream, I don't really know when. And he was using a distortion, the Exciter, the distortion only on the sides. It created like more heavy mix and I liked it, so I use it too. Here in this EQ I'm just dipping the mud and 3000 Hz for safety reason. Here in the EQ I'm using the EQ only for cutting the sides below 50 Hz. And you can see I'm not using the maximizer cause the Ableton stock clipper, which is the clipping is happening automatically. It sounds way better than any maximizer preset I tried. I'm gonna show you. Here I'm gonna enable maximizer. It's like squished and worse, you know, we can make it right, like real fast, transient emphasis, and again. It doesn't sound that good, or I don't know, I may be just tripping, you know, but the Ableton stock clipper is best for me. And yeah, don't tell mixing engineers I'm clipping the whole time like 6 decibels. Okay, so that was the full song, the breakdown, and now I'm gonna show you the full song.